On this episode, we wrap up season 5 by traveling around the globe to meet someone on a mission to help everyone stop drinking. My guest is Monika, whose personal journey to sobriety is filled with stories you won't believe. Exposed to alcohol at a young age, like many of us, she never thought it was a problem. But when she became pregnant and found herself craving her daily beer, she realized this might be bigger than she thought. That moment spiraled into drinking beers at the hospital after giving birth, and eventually downing as many drinks as possible while waiting for the bus after work, sometimes even urinating herself on the way home. We also talk about OutKast, Orange Fanta, and gummy bears. Let's jump in.
When I was working, I started drinking after work. I didn't drink at work, after work. But my cravings were so huge, so huge. I can tell you in a couple of while, I can tell you a little story what happened to me when these cravings were huge. So I started drinking after work as much as I can in the time I had left. If I was off or it was weekend, I started drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning, beer after beer after beer. I also had some Aperol Spritz from time to time, Prosecco or white wine. And by the way, I calculated that. I estimated how much I drank in 10 years, and I was pregnant. So actually it was almost 9 years and 3 months, something like that. I calculated how much I drank, and I drank approximately 7,000 liters of alcoholic beverages, so 7 tons in these 10 years.
Wow.
You picture a tank of 7 tons, and my liver, who has to metabolize that. Horrible.
Wow.
And that's a strong picture that also helps me to stay sober.
You were telling me a story. You were saying that.
Yeah. You know what happened? I mean, I came home from work with public transport, and then I had to go onto a bus to arrive at home. And I had 5 minutes between the train and the bus. And very often my cravings were so huge, that urge to drink, so huge. The whole focus was on a drink, on having a drink, because I couldn't drink during the day, that I missed the bus on purpose, because the next one went in 30 minutes later, and that gave me 30 minutes to go to a kiosk and to drink before I came home and had to do the work and spend the time with my son. So I went to the kiosk and I bought a lot of beer, and I drank and drank and drank and drank. And my bladder didn't manage to cope with that amount of beer in such a short time frame. So what happened more than once was that I was standing at the bus stop with a full bladder, no public toilet, and I just peed in my pants.
You did that more than once?
Yeah, that happened more than once.
Wow.
But the last time when that happened, 2 women walked around the bus stop, and they saw me, and they started talking and chatting, and they were staring at me, and then they started laughing. And that was the moment where I had the feeling that I'm entering the bus, but my dignity was still at the bus stop. I had the feeling I lost my dignity at that moment.